Today's Christmas spot, we'll be having a look at the Funko Pop Holidays Elf the Movie, number 10, Buddy the Elf vinyl figure. Oh, Will Ferrell, depicted in pop vinyl form. Down below, got a picture of Buddy the Elf, right down there. He's also featured on the side. He is number 10. On the back, I assume now it says number 10 and it's holidays, so it's probably number 10 of the same lineup that makes up the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. For example, Yukon Cornelius, that you probably have already seen spot review, was number, what was he, number 4? I think he was number 4. And Hermie was number 8. This one's number 10, so I'm going to assume that it's probably the same line. It says collect the entire line of Funko Pop super stylized vinyl figures. And there's actually a picture of the poster from Elf, as a movie that Spot always has to watch every year. In fact, at the time that you're watching this review, or at the time that I'm shooting this review at least, I've already watched Elf. I think he was the second movie that I watched. Still got a whole lineup to go. There's certain ones I keep for Christmas Eve, but for the time being, I have already watched Elf. On the underside, right down there, it says Funko. This comes to us from Funko at www.funko.com. You can also follow them on Facebook at www.facebook.com/originalfunko. Spot was actually able to pick this guy up on stupid.com. Yeah, I know. Stupid.com also sells vinyl pieces, so I was able to find him there because this guy I couldn't find in local retail. If you are interested, by the way, of picking him up or some of the other vinyl pieces that we've had a look at during this magical season of Christmas spots, I'm going to provide the information down below to stupid.com, and the folks over there are also providing you a coupon code. So if you want to save a little money this holiday season when you're doing your shopping, you can use that coupon code as well. Spot's going to take himself a magical break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we will have a look at the Funko Pop Holidays Elf the Movie, Buddy the Elf. There's more magic heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Oh no! Stay tuned. And having a look at Buddy the Elf, he looks really neat indeed. I feel as if he's slightly back heavy, or at least where Spot's doing the review of him. Putting him on this particular backdrop, he is a slightly back heavy. Maybe it's the fact that his head, there's a little more sculpting at the back of his head, where it kind of has a little more weight to the back of him. But you know what? Despite maybe the slight bit of him tipping over, I still like him. I like the design of him. It almost seems as if he shares a lot of elements to the Hermie the Elf from the Rudolph series. In fact, I wonder if maybe some of his body, maybe the majority of his body was reused, because you see one elf, unless you get really stylish elves that dressed, three-piece suits, they got gold trim and everything else going on. I'm sure most elves tend to look about the same. They've definitely got the hair down for Will Ferrell there. Nice curly brown locks. He's also got some brown eyebrows. Trademark black pupils of a Funko Pop vinyl figure. Moving closer into the details, there's actually some nice detailing that they've put on the suit. Not only on the sides of the open of his jacket, but down below, he's got some really nice extra details going on the jacket itself. In fact, that carries all the way around, you can see. That's a really small detail, and I'm liking that they put that in there. Also, his hat is very similar to Hermie, just likely being a different color. I'm wondering, though, if maybe this was a reused piece. Maybe they just did some re-sculpting on the face area here. But paint is nice and clean. A little bit here, but not, for the most part, not too bad at all. He does have the same articulation in the head. Head rotates back and forth. No articulation in the waist. No articulation in the whole body. This body section here is just a section piece, but he's got some very easy to move articulation in the head. And really, Spot's done a lot of reviews on the vinyl pop figures. With Funko, they produced an entire line of Funko series, not only ranging from Nightmare Before Christmas, your comic book characters, your horror characters, pretty much any property you can think of, Funko has produced a Pop vinyl figure for. The beauty of it is it caters really to any fan out there. You may not necessarily be somebody that collects vinyl figures, vinyl Pop figures, but likelihood you are somebody that probably enjoys, you know, the Rudolph properties. You'd want to pick up those vinyl Pop figures. If you're a fan of Elf, for example, like Will Ferrell, or really if you know somebody that's a fan of the Elf movie, a fun little extra gift that you can give them this holiday season. These aren't super expensive. Usually they range anywhere from $7 to $10, so they're not too expensive. But they make for a fun little extra gift you can give somebody who you really don't know what to get, but you know that they like certain movies. And the Funko Pop figures are a good way to add a little extra gift this holiday season. Speaking of gifts, again, if you want to get a couple of gifts still, Spot says, you know, I know I'm probably going to be waiting until the last minute, but you still got a couple of weeks before the big day comes around. And if you're somebody like myself who's running late getting your gifts, you want to pick up a couple of pieces, again, I'm going to provide that information to stupid.com. You can only get Buddy the Elf here, but a couple of other fun Christmas gifts. Today's Christmas spot, we're having a look at the Funko Pop Elf Buddy the Elf. And stay tuned, Spot's going to have some more Christmas spots heading to you this very magical Christmas season. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Santa!